another guy, aka Bumper Sticker.
Explain to me openly, in the comments, why you feel that the most common form of martial arts competition that many martial artists are willing to do, the most martial arts artists are willing to do because it's honorable, doesn't hurt anyone, and it's traditional. It's not fair. And also, today, they tried to get me to pretend that I'm not the best. That's why it's on my wall, on my door in the first place. You know, that I'll never pretend that I'm not the best. You know, they said that they'll take down my videos and this threat and that threat. And they drove by today and covertly gave me a message that said basically, you know, say your challenge isn't fair and things will go back to normal. They even have people in my life saying things like that from around the corner so that, you know, they can deny it. They'll play stupid, obviously, because they're not supposed to know about this controversy. So, you know, I think it's very disgraceful what they're doing, very dishonorable, and I feel morally obligated to expose this, even though I can't really prove it because of the way they're doing it. I don't walk around with a tape recorder or something, you know, some recording device going 24/7. And they know this because they have me under surveillance, and they abuse surveillance technologies from frequencies to pinhole cameras or whatever the fuck they're using these days. I don't know all their little tricks, nor do I care. But I do know they have me under surveillance, and even now. So again, state your argument publicly. Or obviously you can't because you know that I'm right. You just don't want to give me my credit. And it's so ridiculous, right? Go back to normal. Go back to normal? You know, being persecuted by you people without putting it out there? You know, being denied my rightful place? Living some kind of mediocre fucking life in a eugenic system? Go back to normal? You know? You're more likely to see a maroon former slave, you know, fully armed, about to march on an unsuspecting, ill-prepared town of oppressors, you know, pretend that he is not going to win the battle, and to let things go back to normal of being a slave, than you are to see me pretend that I'm not the best, so things can go back to normal. If you don't want me to expose the covert offers you're making, stop making them. I will keep exposing them. Not only will I adamantly refuse them with much conviction, I will expose you for making them. Okay? I have no intention of backing down. I'm going to see this thing through. I'm looking at the forecast. There's some sunny days coming up. If you're going to accept soon. I don't know what the weather's going to be like in the future. It could be nonstop rain. As you know, I don't trust any gym, and I don't set myself up to get set up in the first place. It's going to have to be outside as combat is fought. This is the most relevant challenge, and it's going to be in nature where martial arts combat was traditionally fought. Whether it was the Egyptians or the Shaolin monks training outside or the ninjas, this is traditional, and I go one step further than the guys who do it in their feet in the gym or in a martial arts school on a mat. Battles aren't fought on mats. They're fought outside for the most part. So accept my challenge, accept me as the top martial artist, or spend the rest of your life making excuses. I'd hate to be the cocksucker who's making excuses when someone else was drugged and fumed and put their money where their mouth is. We keep going over and over this again and again. I promise you all, I'm getting more and more convicted and more pissed off. If you were an angry person, such as myself, I want the viewers to ask themselves, you know, if you were someone as angry as I am, who's been shunned by women, denied his economic advancement rightful place, while a bunch of eugenicists who kill and soft kill and covertly drug and, you know, chemtrails and all the bitch shit they do to his people and all of humanity, you know, are pressing you to give up your rightful position as the top martial artist in American history. And you are as angry as I am. And you've been in that institution as much as I have. If you have nothing to lose like I do, would you fucking make a deal? Please. My family's getting old. You know, they will find a way. They have a pretty strong network. They will find a way. You know, you can completely sabotage me and my family. Even if they couldn't, I'm prepared to sacrifice all of them. And the more you press me, the more likely I am to go out in a blaze of glory. You completely leave me with nothing left. It makes it that much easier to do what I got to do, whatever that may be. You cannot win here. You're in a position where you're going to lose with a whole lot of dishonor, or just with the dishonorable things you've done so far being known. It's up to you. You can continue the whole time, the whole challenge with dishonor, the rest of eternity with dishonor, and not be able to look at your children in the eyes, in the face, not be able to face yourself in the mirror. Or you can do the right thing. I will not budge politically. I will not sell out. And I promise you all, I promise to God, I will not ever pretend I am not the top martial artist. And I will never pretend that the most common, traditional, and relevant and effective martial arts challenge means nothing at all. This is the Mecca of martial arts. And I am the fucking spaghetti of martial arts, the great. You can all be referred to as peanuts to the great spaghetti, or you can stop doing what you're doing and I'll stop insulting you so much. But I will secure my place. I promise all of you that. I will secure my place in the minds, hearts, and souls of the most insightful and worthy and the people who are going to heaven. Period.
Here's another guy, aka Bumper Sticker.